Hiya, welcome to the channel. My name's Pete. This episode we're exploring this thing that's around me. Look at that. Crazy. I didn't expect to get in, to be quite honest with you, but I did. Legally. So we'll jump on the outside and I'll show you what it is. This is a Carnegie Library. A Carnegie Library is a library built with the money donated by Scottish-American businessman and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. He was born in 1835 and died in 1919 of pneumonia at the age of 84 in Massachusetts. A total of 2,509 Carnegie Libraries were built between 1883 and 1929, including some belonging to public and university library systems. 1,689 were built in the United States, 660 in the UK, and another number built in Canada, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Serbia, Belgium, France, Caribbean, Mauritius, Malaysia and Fiji. Andrew Carnegie was born in Dunfermline in Scotland, a typical weaver's cottage with only one main room consisting of half of the ground floor, which was actually shared with the neighbouring Weaver family. So from humble beginnings, his parents moved over to America in search of a better life. Andrew became a telegraph messenger boy and soon picked up how to read Morse code by ear and translating it without even writing it down. Eventually became an operator. He became a manager, leading to the merger of many of the companies into one office. He was well-read, ambitious, and eventually he made his fortune in the steel industry. The first Carnegie Library in England, which unlike this one, which is at Windhill in Shipley, is a protected Grade 2 listed building, and that was opened in 1904 at Keighley in West Yorkshire, England, and that got a donation of £10,000, whereas the Shipley Windhill Library only got a donation of £3,000, and there was a stipulation that the council had to provide the land that it was built on. There are hundreds of other buildings that Carnegie helped build or donate towards building. The architect for Shipley was a gentleman called Abraham Sharp, who was born in Bradford, so he was a local chap. At the opening of this library in Shipley, on the opening of the Carnegie Library in Shipley, it was distinguished enough to merit a column in the Builder magazine that described its internal splendour. The front doors apparently led into a vestibule of a hexagonal entrance. Although the walls have gone, you can still see the shape of that in the ceiling. The entrance hall consisted of terrazzo mosaic tiling. Beyond this point was the main lending library, flanked by a reference library to one side and a reading room to the other, furnished in varnished pitch pine and teak. The librarian's room was centrally located on a raised platform to afford full supervision. There was space for 8,000 books and around 50 readers. Upstairs, there was a student's room, ladies' room, a paternal journal room, toilets for both sexes, a tea room, and a lecture hall accommodating 150 persons. Sliding partitions enabled the whole floor to be opened out for greater numbers if needed. The upstairs at this Carnegie Library apparently came to be used as a function hall and ballroom, but when the new Shipley Library was built, the upstairs floor at Windhill Carnegie Library apparently came to be used as a function hall and ballroom, but when the new Shipley Library was opened in 1985, the building was closed. It was reportedly leased to an Irish folk music society and then a Pentecostal church at one time. It was sold to private owners in 2006, since when it has been neglected, and that's the current state we see the building in today. There's no protection orders on it or anything. The lack of permanent usage of this has proved fatal for its survival. Since then, there has been talk of turning the building into flats and another proposal for sheltered accommodation, but nothing has come to fruition. Whatever happens, I hope a decision is made before it is too late to save this building. It is genuinely beautiful on the outside. We've managed to get inside the building, so we'll go inside and we'll have a look round at what remains today. Okay, so we've come down the step at the back and somebody has kindly opened the door. So I'll just go inside, I'll pop my torch on and we'll see what there is. So we've come in through that hatch there and we've got a bit of a hatch here. Don't really go anywhere, it looks like it's pavement outside there. Or another floor level, don't go anywhere. And we've got a partitioning wall here, strip lighting, old window ledge there with the rounded off bricks. So this is a partition wall. Now this is interesting. This is the basement of the building. It was an old cellar. I mean, it's the old cellar, and it was a library at one time, this place. Originally it opened as a library in 1905. Got some beautiful stone steps going out the cellar there. We'll just check everywhere, because I doubt we'll ever get back into here. There's tiles everywhere. Support there, a support there. That's the outside wall of the building, I would be suspecting. Lights there, modern strip lighting up here. Now, fascinating. Old stone steps, they feel a bit soft. Sandstone will have perished a little bit. I've got a light bulb up there. Anything behind here? No. And that's our way to the cellar. Wow. Blown away. Crazy. It's absolutely destroyed in here, but we shall have a look at what I can find for you. Just give me one moment, I'll get set up on everything. So we are literally going to start right at the beginning. This is the front door. Now, it was a library that opened in 1905. We've got tiles still here. Absolutely beautiful. With that pattern on them there. And the tiles around the window frame have been gone. But when we go up to the ceiling, we can see a beautiful work around the edge in there. And we can almost get a sense of how grand this would have been, this entrance coming through here. And this would have been your reception area. And now you can see the shape on the ceiling. Octagonal, and there's a ceiling there with what remains of the rows. And then again, just look at this archway here. Beautiful. They've got the stairs going upstairs there, but we will just have a quick look in this vast expanse area. We've got support there. You see, that would have been encased at one time. That looks like it's fairly modern encasing at the top there. I have to be careful because you can see the state of this floor, and we've got things just hanging everywhere. So there's our entrance. If you remember what that looked like from the outside, absolutely beautiful. Got big open windows. Of course, it was a library, so you would need plenty of light flooding it for where people can sit and read their books, select what they need to be looking at. And again, huge windows. It looks like this might have even been a bar at one time. It's a plastic sign. And again, you can see the dividers here, the supports which will run across to the girders. 1, 2 and 3. That one's still got the surround on it, so we will take a closer look. Apologise for my voice, I've been full of cold for the past week. Remains of what was the fireplace here. And some old electrical work there. Now this is a bit of a raised stage area. If it was a bar, I suppose this potentially could have been a DJ area. I'm trying to see if there's any sort of floor under there to look at, but not really. Again, the fireplace is long gone. This could even be it. There we go, ripped out. Not overly ornamental. And again, I think these are just more modern surroundings to encase those iron supports. This looks like a bathroom. Again, I keep looking at the floor to see what we can see around. This is a more modern structure. There's a staircase there. I don't think we can access that because that's from the outside. Wow. I mean, I say more modern, don't get me wrong, it's not new. And we've still got a bit of fancy tiling there. Really nothing else left to see. It looks like modern damp proofing because this part's under the ground here. You can see that's fairly modern skimming that's up there. Got a fridge here. And that is a pump off an air mattress of out of a hospital to relieve pressure sores. I wonder how on earth did that get in here? Again, I'm trying to look at the floor. This is just like sort of red, a pouring of some description. I don't know what it is. It's not vinyl. It's not peeled up anywhere. And the old brickwork there, going into there, and then we've got our staircase over there, which is where we're heading next. I don't know what's on the other side of that wall there, because that's, I wonder if this, I've maybe lost my bearings a little bit coming in. As you can see, the stairs are in poor condition to get up, but look at this newel post. And then all over the floor there is cast, which would have been this banister rail here. The stairs do look solid enough to go up, so let's get up there. A lot of pigeon poop, I can hear pigeons. Again, we've got the tiles there. This looks like original hand railing. The back of the arch of the stairs, and you can almost get a sense of the grandeur of this stairway as well. Look at that. 1905 this place was built. You could imagine not unlike the Titanic. Wow, look at the tiles, incredible. I can turn my torch off now because it looks like we're getting some light in. You can see a bit of original stained glass up there. I'll try and get a better angle on that. But it is letting in water. Now I've got no idea why these buildings are allowed to decay like this. I haven't got a clue. You can see some old wallpaper in there. These look like saloon doors, that would have been. Now I believe at one time the upstairs here was a dance hall, as well as reading rooms, and there was ladies and gents toilets up here. If I just go down to the floor, I found something interesting. Just an old plastic ball, unfortunately. Banister, or really old wallpaper. This looks like it was well, I was going to say another bathroom, but no, possibly an office or cloakroom. We've got this here. We've got another door there, our saloon door there, and our stairs down there for your bearing. Checking the floor at all times. So we've got another room here. Again, we've got trees growing through there, and we can see outside there. I'm not going to go in, there's no need to, we can see what there is. Bag of rubble. Huge space. And we've got beautiful arch windows. The floor is wooden. Amazing. How long will this be left here? I hope somebody saves it. Incredible. It is a wooden floor. Where I am, it is quite protected. If you look up, the ceiling ain't quite caved in. But if we go to the centre there, you can see all that is caved in. Here we've got some huge joists here. But they're not going to last forever. There's our doorways. There were supposed to be boys and girls toilets up here, so I wonder if that is what those rooms were. Now if I show you where it's caved in on the ground, you can see everything piled up here. It looks like to be what the remains of a room at the end there, and another fireplace over there. This floor here looks quite stable, so we'll gently and carefully walk over that. You can see here the state of the floor, starting to bubble up and rise, coming out of shape. That looks like a bathroom to me. That door there. Ventilation here. I'm not going to walk on there, there's no need to. We've got parts of the banister there. Now that staircase was around there somewhere from downstairs, but I don't see a way to approach it. Again, looking up at the ceiling, we can see where the tiles are off and it's just raining in and pouring. Only a matter of time before this place goes. It did fall into private hands, I believe in 2006 or something. But I suspect they bought it as a company, not an individual, just for this to happen, so they could knock it down and build some flats. Because there are far too many buildings as beautiful as this going into ruin. Now we've got big windows upstairs again. With it being a library downstairs, it's likely that this would have been a library up here as well, and also providing a place for quiet reading. Now I can't see where the staircase comes up from downstairs. Anybody recognise the wallpaper? Did you have it at home? Can you date it? And there we go, we've got some more stained glass. Don't know if you can pick that up on camera. There's the fireplace. And we'll head back to the stairs. There we go. I hope you've liked this episode. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. I do cover all kinds of things on the channel, anything that sparks me interest at that particular time, really. Hopefully it'll spark your interest. Yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.